Hi.
We are now going to do the evening feeding, or part A of the evening feeding. First, in the freezer, we keep the dog's frozen, raw diet. Tucker's, I have thawed some, but I keep them up here also. And when I need to get a new one out, I take it out the night before. As soon as I finish off one of these, I take one of these out, stick it in the refrigerator. I think we're probably finishing this tonight. So I take it out, stick it in the refrigerator. And then tomorrow night, I take it out, and I take one of the old steak knives and cut it into quarters. I have to kind of saw through it, but it is thawed out a little bit. I remove a quarter of it and put it in the smaller container, which I will show you, and put it back in the fridge, and the big one goes back in here until it's on its last quarter. The Tucker, this is about enough for one night. One of the pet spoons, very important for the OCD dad.
So that's about, what, a tablespoon maybe?
It's probably a couple, almost a couple. I just kind of put in enough to, you can kind of see how much is there. About that much. That's his dinner. The empty containers, the big ones, I don't keep, so I rinse them out very thoroughly, because you can't put stuff with food in the recycling, and then I recycle them. The small ones that I would put a quarter of that into are down here in the bottom drawer, and they also say Rad Cat and have the clear lid. That's the one you put the quarter in and put it back in the refrigerator when you put the other one back in the freezer. So Tucker's is ready. The doggy ones are kind of divided in half, each one of these. So Red gets basically one of these, and Sophie gets a half of one of these. So I usually break it on the sink, like this. Anyway, and if there's a bigger half, I usually give it to Sophie and put the smaller ones for Red. She should get a little more than half of what he has. So after it thaws, I would probably give her a couple of corners in here. But to thaw it and get it out of Cat's reach, we usually put it on the shelves in the oven with the spoon. And Tucker's is waiting to go up, but I put the other stuff away before I feed him. Sometimes his is a little frozen yet too, and it goes in the oven with the others, if that's the case. The oven, by the way, is not on. It's just to keep them from getting at it.
So this is about, what, 6 o'clock or so we do this?
Yeah, they should eat. You can take it out as early as 5. You can feed them anywhere between 6 and 8. Or earlier if it works better for you.
All right, thanks.